a lot of the information and the videos I have is all about finding your strength, believing. It's, healing trauma, figuring out where fear comes from. So for this one, it's all kind of like breaking down concepts and helping you understand the mind and the power of thought. And one thing is, we talk about glass ceilings and just limitations. And one thing I really want to kind of bring up is when things happen, we tend to label ourselves and say, I, like for myself, I have general anxiety disorder, or I have ADHD, or I have complex PTSD, like there are just so many things, but I don't let those things define me. Yes, things happen. Yes, those are parts of who I am, but realistically, if I let labels or stigmas or whatever define who I am, then it's going to limit the potential of my thought, my power, my life, and so it's definitely interesting concept. And and one thing I really wanted to kind of talk about is recognizing the actual mindset that we have. Take time to reflect and understand that things happen and that fear changed who you were, who you are. But there is a sense of fear that once you can let that go, hopefully you can find patterns in your life and find excitement, find belief again, and so what I'm really trying to do with a lot of this concepts is help you all form a sense of like self-awareness, understand your own strengths, your weaknesses, your achievements that you want to achieve. Start paying attention to that self inner talk, that dialogue. Notice any of it being negative, limiting, and and does any of it stem from the things that have happened? And then start challenging yourself. When you start seeing those thoughts, and because you could break your thought cycle, be like, hey, no, like explain that again. Like, why am I saying this? Ask yourself why. I promise you're gonna hear the thoughts. Like, you can start controlling the thought cycle. And so, what you can do is once you start identifying some of those negative beliefs and you start challenging them, you can really start to truly realize maybe where you have some of these misconceptions. So the goal is going to be, set realistic and achievable goals from that. Be like, hey, I'm going to change this behavior, and I will change this behavior in 30 days. I will change this behavior in 90 days. And then really kind of hold yourself accountable to that. Break that down. Each week, be like, I will do this so and so. And just say I will, and then give yourself a timeline, and I bet your mind is going to just start creating that. Again, seek support and build a support network. That's key, because healing in society started when we were able to stop as nomads, when we're hunter-gatherers, and allow our community to heal. So build a supportive network. Find your energy vampires and try to cut them out. Set some healthy boundaries. There are going to be people who just drain you, who are going to use you, and unfortunately you're going to have to walk away from some of those relationships and bonds as you heal. Have some self-compassion. You didn't know. You did the best you could, given the fact that life was not always easy, or it was hard. It's okay. Acknowledge the efforts and the achievements that you made. There's setbacks, but those were learning opportunities. You just may have not learned the lesson yet, because you just have to keep grinding and moving forward, and then figure out, how are you coping? I used so many different forms throughout my decades of trauma, from alcohol, cigarettes, marijuana, sex, food, movies. you name it, anything can be an addiction if you let it control your life. So what you need to do is just, once you start seeing the patterns and the habits, just start stepping outside your comfort zone. Just slowly get out, slowly just do it, and then start meditating on the past. Learn the lessons so you can let go, and so that way you can be excited for the future, not afraid of it. And honestly, when things in life have been tough, go seek the professional help you need, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like doing a little bit of work, digging deep, pulling out the weeds, and then your garden is ready for new fruit. You are worth it. So I'm Kusal of Koos Key. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out kooseskey.com, KOOSKEY.com.